Dun, dun, dun. We'll just use hey ho.
That'll work.
Yeah. Hey ho. Oh hey, there we are. So chat's gonna be. Can you hear me? Unit code machine. Can you hear me? Leighton, the promoter from Resistance Festival. We have rock stars already. We have rock stars in the audience here. We have Leighton from Resistance Festival in a few days in England, featuring my guest. I don't even know where to start, except let's start here with the clip. Over. Is that gonna come up? And we're back. Wow! Glad that's never going to be shown to the world. Am I right? Greatest story ever. God, I can't believe we were arrested. Let's never say that ever again. Anyway, Burial in Void is out now. Heidi and I were talking. This album should come with a Surgeon General's warning. It is just lethal. You guys see Moris Blak on Friday? Yeah. Thank you. How'd you feel about your show, man?
Okay, it was fantastic. So, started off with a little bit of crisis that the video that I had put together. If anyone has seen me live before, I'm like my video performance like a big part of it. So of course, like a little like disappointed at the time that like video didn't come together. But I mean, I felt like the energy of the audience. It was incredible. And then I saw all the videos posted on Instagram afterwards, and not having the videos and just relying on the lighting, it looked like it was in a fucking warehouse, and it was the coolest shit. I loved every bit of it, so honestly, it was like kind of a big happy accident that worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, HDMI guy, for being a little late.
And big up to Jack on sound. He's got to make a room it
sounded so good.
It's engineered for PowerPoint presentations, and now it's trying to sort of distill this chaos of industrial fucking darkness, and But I think you pulled it off. I want to get back to the album just because I'm so excited about it. I know it's been in the Alchemy Black Lab for a while. High level, how do you, like, now that it's like out in the world, how do you feel about it?
I'm very happy with it. This was really like the album I really wanted to like kind of put together all the different like genres and sounds that I've been interested in and try and like show off like the most polished craft that I'd had before. And I really wanted to continue the tradition of like working with other artists because I love the music I make, but I know that I make a lot better tunes with my different singers and different producers that have like come out to work on this. And the album's not done yet. We still got 2 tracks coming out for it. I don't know if I've said that anywhere before, but yeah, we got 2 more tracks coming out.
Space Couch exclusive?
Yeah.
Okay, no. That's fucking wild. So, like, is it just out on Bandcamp and people get like when you bought the Lord of the Rings DVDs back in the day, and then you open it up and they're like, get the full one, and you're like, well, fuck, I just bought the
Basically, 2 more tracks for us doing a physical release.
Okay.
It doesn't mean those 2 tracks are going to be on the physical exclusive. We'll be putting it out everywhere. And one of the tracks featuring Mr. Jamie Blacker of ESA.
Yeah.
That'll be really exciting.
Okay. So it's not out then?
Not out yet.
Okay. Oh, so
it's coming out.
Why I have it is because I am on your Patreon. I screwed that up. I had it, so I assume everybody had it. But we'll get into your extremely generous Patreon. Patreon.com/Gossicles if you want to help this stuff out. But you keep me honest, because the return on investment I get out of yours, I'm like, you and Caustic, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I gotta get back to work.
You do not need to work any more than you do, man.
Oh yeah, I could feel my Cyclops death ray coming from my wife. But I'm kidding. You're so good to me. And on this album, you have a lot of collaborators, and I'm wondering how you decide, like, I want to do a song with that person, and then once you select them, do you lay out like the track, like this is what I want, or like here's a WAV file, go nuts? Like, what's your method?
A bit of give them the WAV file, go nuts.
Okay.
I really like to give, especially my singers, free reign. I am not a lyricist. I'm not a vocalist. I don't pretend to be. And so I want the people that have made a living out of this and do incredible work that brought me to their work in the first place to create something that they feel came from this track. And I try to give them as like completed a track as possible, because I want them to say yes. That's my big thing. If you're sending a track out to any artist you admire, like, make sure it's really, really fucking good. Like, don't send any half-baked ideas. Like, send something really good. And thankfully, almost every vocalist we reached out to wanted to be on the album. But working with JP was definitely, I've been a Rabbit Junk for such a long time, and he was one of those artists that I wanted to work with, and I knew that I needed to bring the heaviest song I could to him, and that's kind of where House of the Fallen Sons came together. And it's probably my favorite song I've written so far. So
is that your favorite one?
I think so. I'm really happy with it.
Do you have like an ETA for Barely Employed?
This summer when I'm on tour.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like this close to finishing mastering the last 2 tracks.
Okay.
I need to do it like
when I get home.
I do some of my mastering on my own.
Okay.
I kind of do between me and like another mastering engineer, depending
That's
on the
kind of
release.
wild, because isn't the for those of you at home, and well, correct me if I'm wrong. My concept of it was always like, okay, here's my little baby album that I've been working on for a million years. Now I give it to a masterer, and they, do their dark magic, and you would essentially want it done by one guy. So you have like this kind of thing that sounds like it's all together, but you're doing like a half and half thing?
Depending on the track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is also coming down to a timing issue. We got to get this thing pressed soon.
It's a concern.
Yeah. So we'll see. This next week is going to be interesting whirlwind of getting these tracks together.
Well, you are. Sorry. Space gas, which is a thing I just made up, but totally exists. You are setting me up like a champion, because I had not seen Danny Blue live before last night, and it blew my mind, pardon the pun. And then I knew you guys were going on tour, and then he said, like, I'm like, just that bill alone, like, you got to check your head if you miss it. But you're doing this battle thing at the end?
Oh, yeah. That's the most exciting thing about our tour. That we're each gonna do our own set, and then we're gonna have like a small break, and then we're both coming out to do both some songs that we've written together. If you don't know, I do a lot of production work for Danny Blue. I did like the Violence in American Dream. And we're also doing a secret cover. I probably am not supposed to mention what it is, but a very cool song. And he's going to be doing some vocals on some of my originals. I'm very excited for this tour. Oh. And also, we're bringing Ava X out from Calgary, and she's fantastic.
Wow, that sounds. I could not be happier for you, man. Just like. For those of you at home, you and I will go on nature walks and stuff like that. Like, literally, like we live by a beautiful arboretum in Boston. But yeah, every time we talk, you're like, you just have some crazy thing in the clip, like, oh yeah, I just remix Hell.
I'm working on too many things. I'm working on too many things.
That's so cool. Well, you're just sort of crapping talent. I can't wait for this. I mean, you know, look for that on eBay, I guess. But I got a little bit lost. Burial and Void is the name of the upcoming album.
It is,
and it struck me as sort of an interesting choice for something that's been in the works for so long that it's this almost negation in title. Like, did they come from a certain spot?
Honestly, it's been the name that's been like sticking with this like group of tracks I've been working on for a while, and it just kind of stuck with me so long that I used it. And it kind of comes from, I kind of envisioned like all the tracks on the album being tracks that were not from necessarily this planet. I didn't necessarily want it to be from like an alien planet, but just something outside of whatever our universe is. And I guess like the two methods or the two steps to getting to that are being buried and then going to the next side. So Burial and Void.
Oh, damn!
Thank you.
Did you feel that? That was fucking cool. Whoa! Woo! All right. I have been privileged enough to see you play live, my wife and I noticed you're taking off the mask for like the last couple of tracks. Is that like is that pushing your sort of brand into a new direction? Do you think? Does that make sense? Because you were such a mask or nothing, and we've been privileged enough to see your face like on stage.
Okay, you want to know the real reason that it's been coming off more often?
Yeah.
Like an artistic reason?
Yeah.
It's hot under there, man.
Yeah.
I can't fucking breathe. It happened the second night of my tour.
Are you looking through like mesh the whole time?
I'm looking through tiny little holes. I am like redesigning a new mask for this tour that will hopefully I can see better out of. But it was the second night of tour that like I just couldn't see out of it. I couldn't breathe. The light wasn't working properly, so I just took it off and I got like a big cheer, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm doing that every night now. And it just got like progressively earlier and earlier in the set.
Space Cast magic. Oh God, I love doing Space Couch. You're never gonna get that story anywhere else. Oh, it's so good. We should. I got too excited for Dossicle stuff and forgot to print things out, so I'm doing a little bit off my phone. Might you be doing thine own vocals anytime soon?
Okay, break an exclusive here. Ready?
Oh shit. Okay.
No, never.
Space Couch magic! Space Couch magic! Non-stop! God, I love Space Couch! You can sample that.
You are onto something. You are onto something. And that is, I am kind of extending outside of Moris Blak. I mentioned that like I've been doing a lot of work with Danny Blue, been doing a lot like more pop stuff with him. That's been very exciting. I've also been like working on a metal album with been working on like an industrial metal album with a band. I didn't actually consult them if I could say their name here, so I won't actually do it. What I can say is I'm any fans of Nyx here, NYXX?
Yeah.
Yes? Absolutely. Yeah, she and I are going to be working a lot together in the near future. Yeah. My next big single is going to be featuring her, and it's I'm so fucking excited about this track. That, like when she first sent like the vocals back, I like listened to it. And I'm like, oh my god, this could be the one. Like this could be the.
Are you feeling it?
One.
You feeling it?
Yeah. I just like couldn't believe it when I heard it. Oh, also it's with Nyx and any Static Starlight fans here?
Yeah, dude.
Yes. Okay. You got a few woos. That's good enough. Check out Static Starlight. Its stuff is amazing.
Okay. Whew. Moris Blak metal. I'm so excited.
Oh, lot more. If for people that like more metal based stuff, I've been doing a lot more metal in my actual music. So metal people will be very happy with tracks I release in the next like year.
Wow! Oh, I was not expecting that.
I brought the exclusives, man.
You brought the exclusives. Well, like this is going to sound like a plug, and it kind of is, but I'll bring it back around in a second. I do this side project called Gasoline Invertebrate, and if you pick up the album Cracked Wax Battery, one of the songs is like way better than the others. Because
not true. Not true.
You and I worked on it. It was so wonderful to just drop by your apartment and like physically take turns at a keyboard.
Yeah. It's like hanging out and making music.
It's the best, man. Yeah. It's like
it's all I do in my own time anyway.
I'm stumbling because I think, and don't let me put words in your mouth, but just in my experience on Space Couch, a lot of people like me get into computer music because it's hard for us to fucking work with other people sometimes. Like honestly, like we like the stuff, the product that comes out, but just the modality of like no humans, just me, like hell yeah. So
I don't miss being in a band.
Well,
I really don't.
That's where I'm going with it, because you're such a collaborative, like Professor X fucking gatherer of mutants, and this metaphor is working out better than I thought it would. How from whence does that come? Because our flow is just so natural. Like, do you find yourself this talent conductor, or is it like or is it more of a Lego thing where you're putting together pieces, or does neither apply? Do you think?
It kind of depends. Like I love working with other producers, and especially producers that are better than me.
So why'd you touch my shit?
But the thing is, like I think I have learned like so much of like a lot of like the skills that I've learned from getting Ableton projects from people, or just like getting stems and seeing like the way that they organize like their drums and their different synths, and like every project I've worked on with someone, I've picked up something new and definitely become a better producer from it. So honestly, like selfishly, like the more I work with other people, theoretically the better my music will be over time. Moris Blak is a village.
Oh well, we have Kerzi in the chat room today, so I couldn't bring up a restream in time. If you're on YouTube or something, we can check that out in a second. We're just gonna do Facebook today if you're watching us on the internet, because that's all I got up. Wes Turner says, "Hey guys." Eric from Unit Code Machine, my actual coworker in real life, in like the weirdest way, is in the audience today. Leighton from Resistance Festival in England is here. You pumped, man?
Oh my god, I think so.
It's gonna be great. You'll be playing with now New England's own Assemblage 23.
So strange.
So like rep Boston for us. You've been Helsinki recently.
Helsinki.
And you and I did the Black Gas tour. You've been all around North America. I'm curious what that does for your head cosmically. Like, because I just did a thing with God Module, right? And so it's like, boom, you're in Chicago, and then boom, you're in Ann Arbor, and it's like you're seeing just these cut slices and vignettes of America, and it's the weird, like, I don't know, weird little things like Chicago loves small t-shirts and nowhere else in America loves small t-shirts. I don't know. What jumps out at you with just so much travel?
I think well, okay, we go to all these like different cities. We got like a slice of the city, but we're seeing the same dark underground community in every single city we go, and I feel like there's just something in the universe that makes like every goth community almost exactly the same. There's like, it's like everyone has like doppelgangers in every single community.
Yeah, it is true. Like, oh, you're Detroit Joel. We've never met, but you're Joel. Like,
There's like the super painted trad goth. There's like, there's the kilt guy. There's, I'm the streetwear goth that doesn't actually listen to goth music.
What do you want to listen to? Just because we're friends, I want to know what you hearing.
I mostly listen to electronic.
Yeah.
Like more like EDM type stuff. I've been really into like bunker techno.
Oh, cool.
Recently, like Favos, Will Sparks. Those are two artists I've been really into. Funk music. I don't know if we got any funk heads in the house.
I don't know, what is that?
Do you like cowbells?
I don't know.
Okay, well you're gonna learn to love cowbells with funk music.
Like just the actual.
Oh, like more like the Roland cowbell sound.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know if that was like a band, like Actors, Leathers, Cowbells. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, an actual they're going into with fires.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Lorne. I've been listening to a lot of Lorne lately.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Man.
if you don't know Lorne, go check it out. It's gonna
My
completely
sister?
wreck your understanding of music.
All right, cool. Thank you. I'll have to check that out. I think I might have fixed the sound. Your Patreon rules. I know you've been working on this for a while, but like
Too long.
I had it dropped right before we went to Dark Forest here, but I think we can hear it. Let's see if we can. Some features because our patrons in the audience for the Space Couch patrons have brought us some wonderful features. So it is time for Space Calamity Radiation Round. No wrong answers, but I know you and I double date with our ladies, not just between us. We don't clone ourselves and then go on a double date. But we in Boston we'll go see movies a lot, and we love seeing A24 movies.
We do.
In particular, you guys like A24 movies?
You sad people.
So. And you were angry at me that I asked you this, but we'll just do it now. Robert Eggers or Ari Aster?
Ari Aster.
Yeah. Okay.
Although the Lighthouse is so fucking amazing.
Lighthouse ruled. Tour or one-off shows?
Tour, because I can actually get into a groove of it.
Okay. And Moris Blak, who is the best Batman?
Will Arnett.
Okay, so from the top we have Ari Aster, Tour, and Will Arnett for Radiation Round. Now, we will get into the other favorite feature, Hypothetical Spectacle, where we sort of like distill the essence of your band into like a movie or like a video game or something. So speaking of the aforementioned brand, let's hypothesize about the hypothetical Moris Blak, the A24 movie.
Finally.
Is there like a cult that's like trying to summon you from another dimension, and like the mask is like your real face, right? And then like there's this really gnarly scene when you peel off like your skin. And when do the naked old people show up?
Well, I am going to try and avoid putting naked old people in my horror movies because I do think that is a real shitty... It's a shitty trope. It's
DLC! It'll be DLC on the Moris Blak Patreon.
All right, you mentioned you want there to be like a twist for the mask. If we really we really want to go A24, like the mask has to be like a metaphor for my dead father, which will be very surprising to my very alive father.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going elevated horror. We gotta be elevated horror.
Is there something? Is there like a is the mask possessed in any way? Like, can you call forth like a spirit of a collaborator? Oh, that's getting a little bit superhero-y. But you go like, boom, rabbit chunk, and then you can like.
No, it's gotta be sad. This movie's gotta be bleak.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's bleak. It's bleak. It's a little bit washed out. Kind of that James Cameron thing where there's like a neon flash every now and then.
Like, this is Hereditary, not Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, yeah, it's totally Hereditary, right? And then like,
can I request a director?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, Panos Cosmatos.
Okay, good call. Can there be just like a cutscene where we cut to like Danny Blue for no reason and he just flexes, and then we just go, okay, that was weird, and then we just like go on with the rest. All right, sick. All right, that watch for that coming up shortly. We'll get that at like the Coolidge Theater.
Oh yeah. No, H24 and I we're in talks.
All right,
it's like
sweet,
Hideo Kojima was showing up there. Like I was showing up.
Oh yeah, we'll do the video game, and you can have like the various masks in your inventory, right?
Yeah,
like, that'll be cool. Get that naked old person DLC, right? And actually, I think that should be our long-awaited side project: is naked old person DLC.
Can I give a plug that's not my own?
Please.
Yeah. See the new Ari Aster movie, Beau is Afraid, when it comes out next month. Apparently it's insane. Like there was like a secret showing last night, and it was awesome. That movie has to make $180 million to break even, and which is not going to happen. There's no way a 3-hour like nightmare comedy from the guy who made Hereditary is going to make that money back. But let's try.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, Space Couch outing. Awesome. What's up, Quinn? Oh, so good. So, Burial and Void is coming out. I've just been playing it.
It is out. It's just there's more coming.
Okay, so we can't. I keep screwing it up. Can the general public get it?
Yeah. Okay. You can get Burial and Void now. I am releasing a couple more songs with it.
Okay, so is it going to be Burial and Void
Final
and something? Like Burial and Void _final 1 dot like _final 2 dot wave super done plus.
I was thinking more like End of Evangelion style.
Oh yeah! Oh,
it's like all caps final.
Can there be a scene where you grab like Sawtooth or something, you just look at him for like 5 minutes straight, like in your mech, like Massachusetts own
my
Sawtooth.
Ava unit
shout
would be
out.
so fucking cool.
What's that?
My Ava unit would be so cool.
Oh my god! The Moris Blak Ava unit? Oh, with the giant face.
With like the red like vines coming out the front of the face.
Oh yeah.
It will have teeth. It will definitely have more teeth than you're expecting.
Can you have a song called More Teeth Than You're Expecting? I hate to put the spotlight, literally putting the spotlight on my friend, but like, I don't know.
One of the first songs I wrote was called The Floorboards Have Teeth.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's sexy.
I know, real deep. Think about that one.
I dig it, man. I dig it. As a sort of, not your sophomore album, to be sure, you've done a lot of work in between Irregularity and Burial.
Lots of singles.
It's
a singles game these days.
Interesting. So, do you feel like the weight of an album is off you now that you've been doing singles? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I kind of like focusing on just like a smaller like grouping of tracks that are kind of aesthetically related, and I can continue that project for as long as it needs to be, and then kind of move on to something else, because I feel like the exact style of music I'm going to be writing is going to be like changing a lot throughout the years, just because my interests change. I mean, I started off like kind of in like the mid-tempo genre, which is all like really like grinding industrial stuff at like 100 BPM, and now like I just want to write techno music. Like, I've like bumped up to like 130, 140 BPM, and I just want to like party.
Well, plus you're like 19 and a half. You're so young. You have so much.
Yeah, 19 and a half. That is definitely 100% my age.
Yeah. I mean, if I was just doing half the shit you're doing when I was your age, but not like vastly far apart. But I just can't stop being impressed by you. When does that American Dream tour start?
That starts May 13th at QXD's in New Jersey.
Oh, shout out to New Jersey! Yeah. And for those of us watching from England, do you know which day you're playing that Resistance?
Saturday.
Oh, you got the good day.
Saturday. Yes, and also doing a DJ set with back-to-back with Biomechanical and Mechanical Vein.
Wow! Shout out to those guys. It's going to be the most
bass-heavy set of the weekend. I'm so excited for it.
Oh my God! You're going to want to shit before you go in. Like, I don't mean to be gross. That's for you guys at home. Like, I just want everyone to have fun, because like Moris Blak. Like, my wife had a video from the women's bathroom. We were rattling the mirrors, man.
I love that.
Just a powerhouse. I'm going to stumble a little bit here because my visual vocabulary is not stellar. I'm married to a graphic artist, but I'm such a sonic person. You seem to marry those realms so seamlessly. I know you have a background in visual art, and even when Wonder Bar was back open in Boston, I'm watching your backing videos going, Jesus Christ, it's almost worth the price of admission right there. How much synesthetically, if you will, like do your visuals and your visual art background inform your musical work?
I feel like my music, like obviously sonically, it's inspired by very specific producers and like sounds and different styles of electronic music, but I feel like the intangible tone of the music, like what it actually like makes you feel, like the tonality, what the musicality actually is of it. I feel like it's more inspired by movies and art that I really like. God, I always want to reference this one artist, but that Polish artist that I will never remember his name. It's a realist artist. Yeah, there we go. Someone knew it.
What was that?
I will learn it eventually.
CDSISLAW.
Yes.
But I mean, most of the time I'm not like listening to music. I'm like watching a lot of horror movies. I love my Shudder subscription, and those feelings I get from those movies are kind of what translate into my body of work, and that's why so much of my work is like horror focused, either directly like making songs about like Candyman or It Follows or anything like that, or it just feels kind of horror-y. Or sometimes I make like a happy hardcore remix for you just because.
Oh, yeah! I did a song called, for that Gasoline project for the audience at home, called Boston. It was originally my buddy's, it was definitely his address because that's where we were just sampling shit. Mm-hmm. And then once I was going to release the song, I was like, I really can't call this song my friend's just address. So like I changed it to just Boston. And if you go to gasolineinvertebrate.bandcamp.com right now, you can get a goddamn choose-your-own-adventure book in the form of a song that is the Moris Blak remix of Boston. Like, how did you didn't pick a lane? I was going to say, there's like 8 songs in that one song.
I got like really... I came up with the idea because it was called Boston, and I wanted to do the Boston hardcore remix because, you know, Boston hardcore, whatever. But I wanted to do it electronic. So thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Not a problem, man. For the audience at home, remembered my password. So now, if you want to jump in on
Have you
Twitch
been trying to figure that the whole
or
time?
YouTube, because it's mostly Facebook anyways, I wasn't like crying, but I was trying to figure out where I was in the Green Lantern rotation that I use for my. It's not Green Lantern; it's Yellow Lantern. That's amazing. Because there is an insidiousness to Moris Blak stuff. It always feels like I pulled off like a high stakes bank robbery or something. I'm like, this is fucking sick. And then because I know you use like the witch from Macbeth or something like that. When I'm watching, have you seen that the Denzel Washington Macbeth that came out? It's really really.
You
great.
really should.
But the witch in that is like all contorted, and she shows up in your backing video, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
When you were talking just now about like the feelings of just this bodily sort of like the squelch of a filter sweep made into a human sinew. It was. I'm just because I'm such a fan of your music. You're watching me experience that feeling in real time. I think you vocalized that quite well. You really do put the feeling of a horror movie into your music. At least that's where it comes from for me. Is that
I feel like a lot of like artists in like my kind of genre kind of go more in the science fiction genre direction, especially like, you know, with cyberpunk being as popular as it is. And I've always wanted to kind of stick to really strange surrealist horror, and that's kind of where my comfort zone is, ironically enough.
Is that where the metal that we might be hearing is coming from, or is from a different inspiration column?
You know what? I've never considered that. I don't know.
Okay. You just kind of wanted to do a metal thing.
I think I'm answering like a call from my 17-year-old self who had like on his like MySpace page, I'm a metalhead till the day I die. And yeah, that
You didn't.
I'm not really a metalhead.
Oh my God! Moris Blak, I'm a metalhead till the day I die.
I listen to trance music now.
It was just a phase.
It was. No, the phase was when I started wearing American Eagle in college, and then left college and got back into goth.
We could do, I think we might have done this in 2019, but you know what? I forgot to ask this. In 2019, I asked you if you could have a biopic made of anyone, who would it be? And you said, a then alive McAfee. And for those of you who don't know, he was since murdered. So, like, holy crap, did you call that one? Wow. Or maybe he wasn't.
You think murder?
Oh, 1,000%.
I thought it was suicide.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how they do that in the upcoming movie. I don't have a question that was just like, God damn, did you call that shit?
Just always think about John McAfee.
Just always. You were just
definitely alive, though.
Just okay.
He's definitely alive. He's alive. Come on.
I didn't know about him at the time, but kind of a good guy, kind of a bad guy. This weird. James Bond, if James Bond was also his own villain, like he was shooting the laser thing at his own crotch, like every now and then I gotta stop Space Couch and be like, I just said the sentence I just said, and I think that might have been shooting the laser thing at his own crotch.
I'm sure he's alive and smoking meth
You're
with
sure
like
he's
Fat
alive?
Elvis and JFK right now.
Oh man, when does that electronic band start? Oh, I want to hear just a Fat Elvis and McAfee band so bad. Sorry to swallow. We will wrap her on up here on Space Couch. I get carried away. You can check out Burial and Void now. You can check out Burial and Void _ future one definitely done. Penis fuck I hate my life _1 remix.wave.mp3.zip. When over the summer, probably.
We'll see.
Starting in May in our very own New Jersey, you're going to want to see the American Dream Tour with Danny Blue. If you're in England on the internet, you can check out Moris Blak at the wonderful Resistance Festival. Free plug. Hey, we have a friend from Resistance in the audience. It's destination going. It's really a wonderful festival. Leighton, the promoter, is
It's the one industrial
singular.
festival I wanted to play more than any other one.
Yeah, it's
It really is.
It's great. It's very much the vibe of Seattle's Mechanismus. I felt, where it's just
I love that.
like you're walking and going, is everything great? I think everything is great. And then you got to go back into the world or whatever. But for those 3 days, it's really wonderful. Made more so this year if you catch Moris Blak here in the Morris Room. So this is Brian from Boston for Brian from Boston. You got to watch me hang out with my buddy. You wanna like see? I don't know what's planned. If we want to do something next, we're gonna be on tour, but like, we should see a movie or something.
Yeah,
but, we tried to see Ultraman. I fell asleep. I feel so bad, but
It was so good. See Shin Ultraman. It was so good.
This is Brian for Space Couch for Brian from Moris Blak saying call the spaceship to the Davenport. Prepare for divinity. Interface with the couch in space. Space Couch. Ow! This is the biggest audience we've ever had. We have so many great artists. Big ups to Dark Force Fest. And Jet, we'll see you around.
That was great, man.
That was really fun. That was really fun.
Well-lit conditions. Yay! So what are your plans for the day? Yeah. I'm going to be in this one. I made sure to come bright and early for